At first, it's only anticipation that something is about to happen. This is one thing that makes life interesting, to compete not only with players across the field, but across the world. It makes me feel joy when we win and sorrow when we lose. The action and reaction, colliding, falling, dropping, despite the odds. I love it because it brings me tears. Tears of victory, tears of joy. The skill that leads to the pass that leads to the shot that leads to the goal that determines the ultimate. Channel Sports, defining the moment of true sports.
Okay, thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to move on to the next part of sports tonight. And I told you, Austin Popo is my guest now. And Austin is here. Let's find out what Austin has up his sleeves this time. Austin Popo, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight. A couple of days ago, you were in Calabar. There was a rally in Calabar. What exactly is that all about?
No, the rally has not actually come up.
Okay, you are planning a rally?
Yeah, I'm planning a rally.
Is it during the World Cup qualifier or before that time? Because we are getting ready to party.
Yes, aside that, I don't want us to be confused to the fact that it's a good thing that the national teams, they are winning. But less than 5% of players in the national team make up the exact number of Nigerian players. You see, there are issues we need to look at. 2010, we did a protest in the glass house of the Nigerian Football Federation. And funny enough, this is 2013.
3 years after.
None of those issues, none of them have been entertained.
What was the protest about in 2010?
We talked about the enforcement of the 2010 decisions of the Players Status Committee that has to do with monies of players and coaches worth over 250 million. We also talked about the fact that, as I speak to you, there is no arbitration committee. Neither is there a national dispute resolution chamber that are supposed to adjudicate on cases brought to them. As I speak to you, we have cases worth more than 750 million naira.
Involving players, coaches.
Cases are there. Nobody is talking about it. And ironically, the president of the Nigerian Football Federation is a member of the FIFA Player Status Committee. That has not been addressed. Thirdly, as I speak to you, there is no national regulation governing the status and transfer of players playing in the Nigerian League. And because of that, there are a lot of players that are being trade restrained. Players who are supposed to play in one club, they are not being given clearance to move. So they are at home. Then wasting away. Then if you look at the issue of the current professional football players' contract, it's short of FIFA expectation. We are not saying that all these issues we need to look at. Come to think of it, what we're talking about the players' union, we are supposed to have a guarantee falling that is supposed to take care of our own players in terms of welfare. And funny enough, one of those players that played for Shark, talking about Monday in Libya, was owed over 2 million naira.
Remember the central defender
that has died. That died.
Okay.
And 200,000 naira was sent to him to organize his burial. His burial.
He's being owed money.
Yes,
instead of being paid.
Then you not talked about the issue of Gaba Yaya. You understand me? The player that had injury. It was in 2009, 2010. He was Nasarawa United. As I speak to you, if care is not taken, his leg will be amputated. I showed you the picture before we came to the studio. All this put together is we are talking about issues that is beyond football. The issue that has to do with the player's life, his destiny, his career, children not going to school. So we are saying on the 16th of November, the Players Union is going to organize a mass rally. Not just
16th of November is the day the Eagles are playing.
That is the best platform. Because this issue, we have talked to the sports committee, House Committee on Sports, the Senate Committee on Sports, the minister has waded into this matter. So we want to actually attract the president of this country to wade into the matter because we are going to mobilize. It's not just the issue of players now. We are talking about civil societies coming in civil society organization, labor organization, because this is beyond football. So we want the public to be aware. We want to sensitize the public. These are the things that it's not enough that the Super Eagles is winning. Good enough. They are doing well. This is not the first time we qualify for World Cup, and so it's no news to us as far as I'm concerned. This is the main issue. So this is exactly what we are planning.
You have been on this thing for a long time, Austin. Are you disappointed that up till now nothing has been done about it?
I am disappointed.
Are you not fed up that you keep fighting for the same thing and people don't look like they are looking in your direction?
We are not going to be tired. This is what we are called to do. People are called to administer the game. Some people are called to look at the issue of players. And for the first time, that is just one issue in the series of plans that we have. We are also calling on all players as I speak to you, especially the Super Eagles players. Of course, they qualify for the World Cup as far as I'm concerned. Let them also begin to look beyond their immediate interest. It is not only when it comes to the issue of allowance. They need to also stand behind their colleagues. Playing in domestic in Nigeria. It happened in Slovenia. An FA chairman, an FA president had to resign when the national team player of Slovenia stood behind the union. It's not enough
that the local players should be well taken care of.
Of course. So this is exactly what we are talking about. And we are also going to call on all the club captains, both in the Nigerian Professional League and Nigerian National League, to ensure that they have to stay away. They have to boycott the 2013 and 2014 league season until these issues are resolved.
At all levels?
Yeah, at all levels.
Premier, National League?
No, those two.
Premier and National.
Before the Continental League.
Talking about the issue of contracts, I mean, the LMC have brought a lot of innovation, and one of the things that they are looking at in the new season is the issue of players' contracts. Are you working along? Are you saying?
Funny enough, what I'm saying that if you are going to review the contract, there must be a joint committee that will include the players' union, because as I speak to you, the current contract
having a template for players' contracts in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, because what we are telling you, you see, there is the basic, there is the minimum requirement when it comes to the issue of players' contract, and those things must be met. But what we have today, I speak to you that a lot of things are not there. So that is why you have a lot of players being trade restrained. All kinds of things are happening, and people just gloss over the issues because the national team is winning, and everybody feel that Nigerian football is okay. It is not. It is not.
Administrators come out, make promises, and go, and we think something will be done, and at the end of the day, nothing is done. What plans B? What other plans do you have? What plan B do you have if all of these ones do not work out?
Well, like I told you, we are not working alone. There are other plans that we have. I don't want to disclose to you now, because I'm sure I've told you that, you know, we are also affiliated to Labour. But when we get to that bridge, we will cross it. But let us first of all take our destiny in our hands by mobilizing ourselves and see how people can begin to respond to their responsibility. Of a truth, the NFF as it is, look at the issue of the LMCs and the club owners. There is no way you can ever put a new wine in a old bottle. It will burst. Agreed.
It's biblical.
Yes.
The put new wine in a bottle
because the
the
LMC, they are doing a great job. But the club structure is faulty, because everything that works in life works on the basis of principles. There are principles that drive professional clubs. So until you get it, you can never go anywhere. So we are just turning around, deceiving ourselves at the end of the day. The same club owners who are talking about taking over a league, they've not been able to pay their players. Look at the chairman of the club owners, the chairman of Nasarawa United. I'm telling you about a player.
But it was not chairman of Nasarawa that time.
No, administration is continuous.
Okay.
They inherited the players. The players are assets.
You inherit the assets and the liabilities.
Of course. The NFF itself has written several letters to the club to ensure that this boy is taken care of.
But why can't the NFF enforce it? Which is where
that is where we have the problem. Because they've shielded the clubs for so long. Now they are beginning to see the other way. They are beginning to get the heat from the club.
Well, Austin, I have to stop you here, and this won't stop. Because whatever will help Nigerian players to live a better life, we will give you all the support that we can. So we are still going to be on top of this issue and follow it and get updates. And once we need you to come on our show again to tell us how far you are making progress, we will ask you to come on our show and tell us more about it.
Thank you very much. I
Austin,
appreciate it.
thank you. So I wish you all the best. All right, that's us.